welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a bit of a different practice today. This is more about just taking time, stretching, and opening the body. There won't be a whole lot of the up and downs of my usual practices, so this is definitely good for people who don't have a lot of mobility and are just looking to create more of that and create more flexibility as well. So go ahead and get started by sitting in a seated posture of your choice. It's always good to sit on a bolster, a block, a chair. If that feels best for you, please do so. And once you get settled in, removing the flesh from the sit bones so you can sit tall, nice long spine. Relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, bring them up towards the ears. And then exhale, just allow them to droop down. Hands on the knees. Allow the elbows to be the weight, right? To pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Okay? And then I want you to bring your gaze down to the floor, but keep the chin level. And begin to become aware of the breath. How does it feel? Is it difficult to inhale? Is it difficult to exhale? Any emotions that come up during this process, I want you to be open to understanding them. Counting inhale to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause at the top. 1, 2, and exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. 1, 2, and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. 1, 2. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Go back to your natural breath. See if anything else comes up, or if you felt anything through that breath work. Giving equal time to the inhale and exhale, creating balance. Now this practice isn't going to focus mainly on breath and movement together, but I want you to, in the back of your mind as often as you possibly can, is to become aware of how your breath is through certain postures, especially the ones that are a little bit tight or the ones that cause a little bit of pain. That is an indication that something needs to be processed there, okay? So let's go ahead and start moving. So if you crisscrossed your legs, why don't you switch legs? If you stack them like I do, flip the feet around, just kind of readjust yourself. Wherever you're sitting on, give yourself a bit of a movement to process, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and stretch our sides, the obliques, right? So right hand comes down to the mat. You're going to inhale, that left arm up, and then as you exhale, you're going to reach over, push into the right hand so that the elbow to the shoulder gets pushed into the side body, okay? And draw the shoulder away from the ear. Inhale, so that this side becomes a nice curve, and you can reach that arm over. Good. Come up, and you're going to take the left hand down to the mat. Inhale that right arm up, and then exhale, same thing, reach over with the right hand and push the elbow to the shoulder into the side body. Good. Nice. Inhale, come back up, switch sides. And exhale, reach over. Inhale up, switch sides. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, reach. Inhale, and exhale. 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 Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Come back up into center. We're going to move into a twisting motion here. So extend the arms straight out. Remember to keep the shoulders down. Inhale here. Exhale. You're going to twist to the right. Place the left hand on the right knee. Right hand right behind the right glute for support. So as you exhale, you're going to twist gently using the left hand to pull, and then the right hand is for stability, keeping that long spine. And then turn the head back. Go as far as the body and the neck will allow, don't force it. Then as you inhale, you're going to come back to center, arms straight out. And then as you exhale, switch sides. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you, behind the glute. And exhale and twist. Inhale back to center, arms straight out, and then over to the right side, exhale. Inhale to center, exhale to the left. Twist. Inhale, and exhale. 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 This time we're going to hold here. So continue the breathing, pushing out in the abdomen when you breathe, okay? So it's belly breathing. So when you inhale, don't just inhale in the belly, but also push the diaphragm. Allow the belly to expand. This is really good for digestion, helping things clear out of the system, detoxifying. On your next inhale, unwind, come back forward, extend arms out. Exhale, twist to the left and hold. Inhale, come back to center, unwind, and relax the arms to your sides. Now, if you've been sitting in a chair, we're going to be stretching out the legs a little bit, so if you have an additional chair you can prop your leg up on, I highly recommend it. If you don't, and you can get to the ground, great. If you can sit on maybe the couch and use that to help you, I highly recommend it, okay? So you can just extend the legs straight out. I'm gonna turn and extend so you guys can see from the side, okay? So go ahead and extend the legs straight out. And removing the flesh from the sit bone so you can sit tall. Make sure your heels are flat on the ground. You can still have bounce movement around the knees, okay? Because we don't want to push anything too far and we don't want to strain the knees, right? So we're in Dandasana, right? So placing the hands next to the hips for support. I want you to flex the feet, but don't use the toes to flex. Let the toes relax and flex with the rest of the foot. I hope that makes sense. So we're engaging the legs here to sit tall. We won't stay here long, but if you notice after a while, you'll start feeling it in the hips and quads. Go ahead and relax the feet. Let's bring that left foot in at an angle, so the sole of the foot on the inside of the right leg, preferably up towards the thigh, off to the side. Legs straight out from the hip. All right, so inhale the arms up, exhale, fold, bend the knee if you need to, please, and fold forward. Remember, it's not about folding all the way down. It's about listening to the body, where you're at. Every day is different. Today, I'm about here. And then bring your awareness back to the breath. You can continue that 5-5 ratio with the pause. You can even increase it to 6-6 with a 2-second pause at the top and bottom. Whatever works best for you. You'll even notice as you go through the breath, you may even notice yourself moving into the pose more and more. It's a good sign, but just allowing the body to get there is key. And slowly begin to bring yourself up. Left sole of the foot onto the mat. You can keep the foot on the inside or the outside of the right leg. Make sure your right leg becomes the stable body part in this next pose, okay? So make sure that heel is in the ground and the foot is flexed with relaxed toes. So we're gonna come into a twist. Now again, you can have the foot either on the inside or the outside. If it's on the outside, the foot needs to be flat on the ground, okay? You're gonna take your right hand and wrap your arm around the left leg. Place the left hand behind you. And gentle twist to the left. And as you slowly unwind, lift the chest when you come back into straight spine. And then cross that leg over the right. And then we're going to bend the right knee until the sole of the foot comes as close to the glute as possible, hands behind you. And we're going to stretch the outside of the left leg here. So flexing that left foot. Bring yourself as close to the left leg as you possibly can. And breathe. And gently allow the right foot to scoot out away from the body so that you can extend the left leg straight out. And then allow the right leg to open up to the side, sole of the foot up against the left thigh this time. Inhale the arms up, exhale and folds. Again, listening to the body. Starting where it feels most comfortable for yourself. And then bringing the breath into that combination. And slowly begin to come back up. The right sole of the foot onto the mat, inside or outside of the left thigh this time. Wrap the left arm around, sit tall, right hand behind you, and twist. Remember, your left foot all the way to the heel through the leg is your support here. Gently unwind, lift the chest, straighten the spine. Allow the right knee to fall open, the Begin to bend the left knee coming in. The heel is close to the glute as you can go. Hands behind you for support. Flex that right foot. And breathe. Allow the left foot out a little bit so then you can release the right foot. And now we're going to bring both soles of the feet together into butterfly. Bring the heels in as close as possible. So before we dive forward into this pose, I want to stretch out the shoulders and a little bit of the chest. So take your hands and bring them to the ankles and kind of hook them behind the ankles, okay? Now your lower body is going to be an anchor, right? And your hands are holding on to it. So take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, just allow the upper body to fall backwards. It's almost like it's pulling the shoulders. And then try and draw the shoulder blades together. So as the shoulders come down, the blades pull together. Feel a stretch in the arms, in different places, using the weight of your body. Good. Coming back up, inhale here. Releasing the hands off the ankles. Exhale, begin to walk yourself forward into a fold. If it feels comfortable, you can stay seated up straight. You're still getting that full stretch here. Holding forward is just a deeper way to work into the pelvis, okay? So as you walk forward, use your hands. Keep that spine straight, chin in. We don't want to jut forward or curl over, okay? We want to correct that, right? So we want that straight spine, chin in. We want the belly to come down before the chest, right? Again, and focus on the breath. It's okay to reset if you need to come out of the pose and then come back in. And slowly begin to come back up. Great. Now we're going to come onto our backs. Moment to set yourself up to where you feel most comfortable. And then we're going to extend the legs up towards the sky. I want you to straighten the knees as close as possible. Arms down at your side. Flex the feet. And just hold here. Relax the feet, and we're going to bring the knees down to the outsides of the rib cage, coming into happy baby. Reaching for the ankles or the outsides or insides of the feet. I want you to stay stationary in this pose and just allow it to take over. And I want you to embrace it as well. Gently release, bending the knees, bring them in towards the chest, wrap your arms around, gentle squeeze. Go ahead and release the arms out to the sides, creating T. Lower the knees to the left while you look to the right. On your next inhale, bring the knees into the chest. And then as you exhale, just allow the knees to fall over to the right side. And will you turn your head and look to the left? Inhale, bring yourself back into center. Extend the legs straight out, arms up overhead. Full body stretch. Bring the arms down to the sides, palms facing up, opening up the body. As we lay here in Shavasana, like I said, just a gentle practice, creating more flexibility. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth exhale. Gently close the eyes. And allow yourself to just be. Please feel free to pause the video at this point if you'd like to stay in Shavasana for a little bit longer. For those of you who are ready to come out, I want you to reach the arms up overhead. Stretch one more time. Reaching the toes and the fingers wide, just opening everything up. And your next exhale, bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around, gentle squeeze. And rolling onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. Take this time to gently begin to open the eyes if you haven't already. Push yourself up into a seated position from where we began. Bring your hands to heart center as we bow to each other in gratitude of not only allowing ourselves to have these moments through yoga, but also to allow ourselves to process and heal in our journey. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this class. Namaste.